In one word, revolutionary. Well, that's when comparing this to the fat Osmo Mobile 2 from a few years ago. We truly thought we were in the future when this launched. Or rather, did this just set up a bright future? Let's talk about the Osmo Mobile 3. Releasing in the August of 2019 with a lighter, newer design, ergonomic handle that unfortunately can't stand up for itself, and triggers. But this is a review. Let's take a look how this product compares to the newer, slimmer brothers and the competition. Let's dive in. Now we're going to be taking a look at the 3-4-year-old DJI Osmo Mobile 3, and I do not know what the front side of the box is. Let's start here. Opening it up, just remember this is old packaging I put back, so this is about as close as the original factory packaging came. Just putting the gimbal aside for a second to look at the other internals of the box. This is most likely the accessory box, which is the stuff I put back in. There's going to be a handle strap that comes around your wrist. Cables and booklets start flying out. There's going to be a carrying bag, soft material to put your gimbal in. These are some safety pads to protect the gimbal from wear and tear after closing and opening and potentially damaging your plastics. As well as included a USB-A to micro USB-C cable to charge or transfer files from different devices to your Osmo Mobile 3, or the phone connected to the Osmo Mobile 3, or charging your phone from the Osmo Mobile 3, which does act as a type power bank. Bringing the gimbal back in from a few year old plastic, and it is still a little bit sticky, so they must use pretty premium glue at the DJI factory. Taking a look at this beautiful dark-ish light grey from the Osmo Mobile 3. This is going to be your mode and power button, camera shutter button, joystick to move around the gimbal itself, zoom function, and the trigger to activate different functions. The theme of this video is going to determine whether or not it is worth it buying the DJI Osmo Mobile 3 in the year of 2023 and forward. So let's put yourself and the guinea pig, this guy, in either one of two boats. You either own a Osmo Mobile 3, or you are in the market for a new gimbal and has this on the shopping list. Now let's look how the gimbal has aged by looking at some of the pros and cons. Seeing as this is up to almost 4 years of old tech, it's incredibly cheap. In fact, if you own one, it's free. And upgrade models, the closest in spec to this one costs like 2,300 Rand or $110. 4-year-old tech does also include pretty smart features like a 3-axis gimbal with active track, clone me, story modes that can help you shoot different shots to help you in scenarios when you would like to achieve a certain emotion or feel with the type of video you are creating. And this thing has redundancy built in. I have used this for over 3 years of ownership, and the only dent it has is a mark here from folding it down hundreds to thousands of times, and the battery still lasts. Just make sure to follow a good charging cycle. And probably the biggest pro of this gimbal is this dope DJI grey. This looks so cool and so professional, unlike a certain white gimbal I know. But unfortunately, only our father is perfect. This thing does have a few shortcomings and flaws, so let's bully it a little bit. As I've mentioned before, this is 4-year-old tech and incredibly outdated. Newer stuff has come. Newer gimbals are here and they are objectively better. And for Android users, some reason which people have Androids most around the world, the Mimo app is not supported by the Play Store, which means you're going to have to download the Mimo app on an APK from Google and then proceed to put it on your phone's home screen if you would like to use the Mimo app. Otherwise, connect by via Bluetooth and use a normal camera, but that means you will not be able to use active track and all of the fun stuff on the DJI Mimo app. This gimbal is also like the third heaviest of the three. It's only lighter than the Osmo Mobile 1 and the Osmo Mobile 2, which means the Osmo Mobile 4, 5 and 6 and the SE is all lighter than this gimbal, which does mean for longer periods of time filming, your arm is going to get tired unless you are a pro and this movement is like built into your nervous system. Foil tech also means that this has weaker motors. Bigger phones like the Ultra phones and the Pro Max phones with included lens modes and microphones and lights will guarantee overstraining the motors. And for 2019, the way it stabilized was really revolutionary, but comparing it to the magnet system currently using, it's really irritating to stabilize when the friend next to you is already shooting the beautiful sunset when you're trying to stabilize your phone on a 4-year-old gimbal. Now, let's turn back to the friends over in the two boats, looking at the guy in the first boat. If you own the Osmo Mobile 3, you are stuck with the pros and cons I have just listed, which means that is the maximum potential you can use this gimbal to. Now, you can either see that as a positive or a negative, but we humans are greedy. So let's look at some of the upgrade options from authorized retailers here in South Africa. Starting with probably the best option for upgrading is the DJI Osmo SE, which retails for 2,300 Rand or $110, and the Pro gimbal, the Osmo Mobile 6, with that sleek black-ish design, retails from authorized retailers in South Africa for around 3,400 Rand or around about $160. In conclusion, if you do own an Osmo Mobile 3 in the year of 2023, including myself, I'm not going to be upgrading for the near future because I am already incredibly impressed and satisfied with the features that this does offer. My phone does not strain the motors. I have the APK download for the Mimo app. I am happy with what I have. But unless you are a pro, the best recommendation I can give to you if you don't own DJI Osmo gimbal or the new Insta360 Pro gimbal or any form of a gimbal, my best recommendation, seeing as you are here for my advice, go for the SE, or if you are a pro, unlike myself, go for the Osmo Mobile 6 and use it to its full potential. Unfortunately for the Android users who do use DJI products, it does not exist. The DJI Mimo app does not exist on the Play Store, unfortunately. So the practical solution is to open Google and search for the DJI Mimo app on Google and go to the download center on the official DJI website. Proceed to download the APK and wait a few minutes for the download to be successful. File might be harmful, just download that anyway. After the file is completely downloaded, the DJI Mimo app wants to run, so for your security, your phone doesn't allow to install unknown apps. So you have to allow this on settings for the app to run in Google Chrome, which will enable you to install the DJI Mimo app to use it on your phone's home screen. The app is installed, so let's open it to make sure it works. Agree to the terms and services, join products until you are in the interface. Then continue to use Bluetooth to connect your phone to the DJI Osmo Mobile 3. TLDR, if you do get an Osmo Mobile SE, before you start using it, give it a paint job so that it looks as cool as this. But don't break your gimbal and make me liable for that. So maybe just leave your Osmo Mobile SE the way it is and don't spray paint it.